You may get a bit of deja vu in this video because recently I looked at the original version of this light and this is a cheap clone. It's worth mentioning a couple of differences here. The original did used to use this material because it provides a nice subtle effect, but they later went on to using a much coarser prismatic material that provides a much greater sort of star effect. And it uses roughly the same arrangement, but there is no stainless steel frame. And that means this is very floppy and it's very easy to break. And I've already cracked the plastic just by picking it up. It's not strong at all. It's also using a completely different mechanism inside, and I shall show you that right now. Let's pop it apart. So this plastic frame is clipped down quite forcefully and it slides off. And once it has been slidden off, the cover comes off and it looks more or less like the other one. It's the same rotating arrangement. It's also worth mentioning that this one does not have a power supply adapter. It's only a battery pack. It's also worth mentioning that during shipping at some point, this is at a bump, and because it's just made of flimsy plastic, the plastic is broken here. Now, it's stopped flickering. Before, it was just flickering continually, and maybe the fact I've opened it and poked this, kind of it's flickering now, has actually done something. But this is the bit we're interested in. It's the rotating slip ring assembly. And when this first arrived, it was just really unreliable. It was just flickering all the time. Let's see if we can find out by taking this out and taking a closer look at it. I shall just strip this apart and desolder these connections, and then we can explore. One moment, please. Continuing on, now the solder connections have been removed and the unit has been removed from the unit. Unlike the other unit which used a circuit board for both parts, this is just using a plastic assembly with the gearbox screwed onto the back of it here, and then a separate plastic wheel. I'm just wondering how this just pushes down. It's just a rod that pushes over this. So now we're going to have to unscrew this to get this off. It is smeared in oil as opposed to this fairly thick grease of the original Luxa unit. So let's see what this is like underneath. So it doesn't look too bad. So why was it making such a bad connection? I wonder if this has been pushed down too much, because certainly from the arrival, it just flickered all the time. And this looks like copper. I mean, it might not be copper. It might be... Let's see if a magnet sticks to the copper. It might just be copper plated. The other one was gold plated. No, it looks as though it might actually be copper. You'd think that would make a good connection, but maybe the pressure that these tangs are applying, they're quite soft. It was so light that they actually ride up over the sort of thickened oil in this. Maybe it just required something, although it doesn't feel super thick. In a way, now I've taken it apart, it's better than I was expecting. But the Luxa one is so much more reliable. My apologies if that's triggering certain Amazon devices that sound a lot like Lux. Okay, let's take the motor off now and just see what's under here, how they're connected on. Although I think they've literally just connected on via the tabs that they've pushed through the plastic and then soldered onto the back. We'll find out when I take this off. Yeah, just the little copper tabs are folded over and then soldered on. So that's quite odd. I thought this would have been fairly reliable now I've seen it. I guess maybe they just don't have good manufacturing standards, or maybe this is thickened since they originally made it, and it's that very light pressure these apply. I mean, these could be bent downwards to actually make a better connection. Having said that, maybe the fact they're just copper means that over time in shipping they've just settled in, and or maybe they've just not manufactured it very well. I'm leaning towards not manufactured it very well, just bang it out, because everything about this was just cost optimized to the hilt. But there we have it. This might be reusable as a nice rotating power transfer base, but the actual unit itself is so flimsy and it's just not as good looking as the original Lux one. But there we have it. A surprise. This is actually better than I was expecting, but still had that problem that it just flickered continually when it arrived. But you know what? Well worth opening up and taking a look at.